Have you ever felt like you're moving through life but not really progressing toward the person you aspire to become? It's a common feeling, especially around New Year's when we set ambitious goals, only to find ourselves slipping back into old routines a few weeks later. The truth is, lasting change doesn't come from grand gestures. It comes from the tiny habits we practice every single day. In this video, we're diving deep into the power of atomic habits, the idea that small changes consistently applied can lead to remarkable results. Join us as we explore how these tiny changes can transform your life. Imagine waking up every day just 1% better than the day before. Over time, these tiny changes compound into remarkable results. Stick around to learn how you can transform your life with atomic habits. If you find this valuable, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights. We often overestimate the importance of single, dramatic events and underestimate the power of consistent daily actions. But the truth is, success isn't about some magical quantum leap. It's the tiny, almost unnoticeable habits we practice day in and day out that ultimately lead to massive transformations. Think of it like this: if you were to improve by just 1% each day for a year, you would end up 37 times better than you were at the start. The impact of small, consistent improvements compounds over time, creating exponential growth. Conversely, if you were to decline by just 1% each day, you'd dwindle down to almost nothing. This principle applies to every area of life. Whether it's your health, your relationships, your finances, or your career, small changes consistently applied can lead to extraordinary results. The key is to focus on building the right habits, the ones that will move you steadily toward your desired outcome. Even tiny improvements like drinking an extra glass of water each day, reading for 10 minutes before bed, or practicing a skill for 20 minutes, accumulate over time. Don't underestimate the power of these small wins. They are the building blocks of remarkable progress. The beauty of atomic habits is that they are manageable. Consistency, not perfection, is the key to unlocking the transformative power of atomic habits. Now let's delve deeper into how this compounding effect actually plays out in our lives. Just like money multiplies through compound interest, the effects of our habits multiply over time. Positive habits, no matter how small, lead to growth and improvement in every area of our lives. For example, imagine you commit to writing just 100 words a day. It might not seem like much, but over a year, you'll have written over 36,000 words, enough to fill a book. Consistent effort, even in small doses, leads to significant progress. Similarly, positive habits in our relationships, like expressing gratitude, practicing active listening, or offering small gestures of kindness, strengthen our bonds and create a more positive and fulfilling connection. Over time, these small acts of love and connection compound, creating a richer and more meaningful relationship. However, the reverse is also true. Negative habits, even if they seem insignificant in the moment, can compound into major roadblocks in our lives. The key takeaway here is that our habits, whether positive or negative, have a compounding effect. triumph that makes all the struggle worthwhile. Now, let's talk about a common misconception that often trips people up on their journey to self-improvement: the overemphasis on goals. We're conditioned to believe that setting goals is the key to success. From a young age, we are taught to set targets and aim for specific outcomes. We set New Year's resolutions, we create vision boards, we tell ourselves that once we achieve that promotion, that ideal weight, that dream relationship, then we'll finally be happy. We think that reaching these milestones will bring us lasting joy. But Clear argues that focusing solely on goals can actually be counterproductive. It can lead to frustration and disappointment when things don't go as planned. Why? Because goals are about the results you want to achieve, while true change comes from the systems you put in place to achieve those results. Systems are the foundation of sustainable success. Goals are the destination. Systems are the journey. The journey is where growth and transformation happen. Think about it. Everyone wants to be successful. Everyone dreams of achieving great things. Everyone wants to be healthy and fit. We all desire a body that feels strong and energetic. Everyone wants to have fulfilling relationships. We crave deep connections and meaningful interactions. The difference between those who achieve these outcomes and those who don't often lies not in their goals, but in their systems. Systems create the structure needed for consistent progress. A goal is a specific outcome you want to achieve, like running a marathon or writing a book. It's a clear target to aim for. A system, on the other hand, is the collection of daily habits and routines that will get you there. It's the consistent effort you put in every day. It's the training plan you follow, the writing schedule you stick to, the small, consistent actions you take each day to move closer to your desired outcome. These actions compound over time. The problem with focusing solely on goals is that it creates a finish line mentality. Once the goal is achieved, motivation can wane. We convince ourselves that once we reach that goal, we'll be happy. But true fulfillment comes from the journey itself, from the process of continuous improvement. It's about enjoying the path you're on. Systems, on the other hand, are about falling in love with the process, with the daily pursuit of becoming better. They keep you engaged and motivated. They are about building a lifestyle that supports your goals, creating habits and routines that become ingrained in your daily life. This lifestyle becomes second nature. Remember, it's the systems, the small, consistent actions you take each day, that ultimately lead to lasting change. These actions build up over time to create significant results. Now that we understand the importance of systems and habits, let's break down the science behind how habits are actually formed. This understanding is key to mastering our daily routines and achieving long-term goals. Every habit, whether it's brushing your teeth, scrolling through social media, or going for a run, follows a neurological loop that Clear calls the habit loop. This loop is a powerful mechanism that shapes our behaviors and routines. Understanding this loop is crucial to hacking the habit formation process and making it work for you. By dissecting each component, you can gain insights into how to build better habits and break bad ones. The habit loop consists of 4 stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Each stage plays a vital role in the formation and reinforcement of habits. The cue is the trigger that initiates the habit. It's the signal that tells your brain to start the behavior. It's the alarm clock that goes off, signaling it's time to get out of bed, the notification on your phone that prompts you to open Instagram, or the feeling of stress that leads you to reach for a sugary snack. These cues are everywhere in our environment. The craving is the motivational force behind the habit. It's the desire that drives you to act. It's the desire for the reward that the habit provides. This craving is what makes the habit loop so compelling. It's the feeling of alertness you crave from that first cup of coffee, the sense of connection you seek from scrolling through social media, or the temporary relief from stress you get from indulging in your favorite comfort food. These rewards reinforce the habit. The response is the habit itself, the action you take to satisfy the craving. This is the behavior you perform. It's pouring yourself that cup of coffee, clicking on the Instagram app, or reaching for that bag of chips. These actions are the responses to your cravings. Finally, the reward is the end goal of the habit loop. It's what you get out of the habit. It's the pleasurable feeling or outcome you get from performing the habit. This reward is what makes you want to repeat the habit in the future. Over time, as you repeat a habit, this loop becomes increasingly automatic. The more you perform the habit, the more ingrained it becomes. The cue becomes more and more strongly associated with the reward, to the point where you no longer have to consciously think about performing the habit. it becomes second nature. Understanding the habit loop gives you the power to change your habits. This knowledge is a tool for personal transformation. By identifying the cues, cravings, responses, and rewards that drive your current habits, you can start to consciously interrupt the loop and replace unwanted behaviors with more desirable ones. This is the essence of habit change. So there you have it, the key principles of atomic habits. Remember, lasting change doesn't come from grand, sweeping gestures, but from the tiny, almost unnoticeable habits we practice every single day. It's about focusing on getting 1% better each day, understanding that even small improvements, consistently applied, compound over time, creating remarkable results. If you like bite-sized summaries, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. See you in the next video.